Hi guys, this is Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. I am excited because I am here with another chop and chat video. So I don't necessarily do these like where you can see me fully chopping, and maybe I'll like adjust my camera for that portion. But I thought that we would talk about 2024. Happy New Year. It's officially 2024. At least it will be when this video goes up. And so I kind of want to talk to you about like what my personal goals are, and then also my goals like as it relates to like my wax collection and that sort of thing. So if you are interested in that, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I think the first thing that we are going to get started with is this chunk of wax from Sassy Girl Aroma in Banana Split Smoothie. Pretty much everything that we're going to be chopping today are just scents from my January melting basket. Normally I'm kind of like a chop as you go kind of girl, but I thought, you know, we'll try it because it does obviously make it easier when your stuff is already, sorry. And I know some of this, see, and this is why I don't really like, I know some of this, like you're supposed to have to melt it, and I think Sassy Girl is one of those that I guess you probably would benefit from like heating it in the microwave for a couple of seconds, but oh, there we go. Okay, that one cut just fine. So I don't have time for that, nor do I have the time to do that sort of setup where I'm gonna like microwave stuff. So if it ends up looking horrendous, that's okay. Because the ultimate goal is for it to be melted and pump out some fragrance anyway, right? So, woo, this one is strong. This was gifted to me by Miss Mila from Maya's 2 Cents. If you have not checked out her channel, you totally should. She is into pretty much all things fragrance, whether it's like perfumes and self-care products and also wax. So we're gonna just see if we can get all of this in the bag. But anyway, let's get to like some of the stuff that I want to talk about. So I have it like written down on a piece of paper, one, so I can remember, because as I've told y'all, my memory is not good. So that way I can remember and kind of stay on topic of what it is that I want to talk about. So the first thing that I personally want to talk about is just 2024, right? So it's a new year. I always kind of feel like a sense of just renewal and like it being a fresh start and that sort of thing. And so I really try to take the time to do, I always do like a vision board on Pinterest, really kind of try to get like an idea of what I want my year to look like. Like what are the goals for myself, for my family, you know, for my marriage, for my job. Like what are the things that I am trying to accomplish personally, professionally, creatively, all of those sorts of things. So with that being said, I always kind of try to figure out like a word for the year, if that makes any sense. Like what is the word that no matter what the goal is, whatever it is, like that's always going to be relevant, if that makes sense. And so for me, the main word, so let me start with this. Last year's word, oops, sorry, this is I'm chopping Rose Girls Jumping on Carbs with Girlfriends. So last year's word for me was grace, right? Because as a mom who works full-time, and also some of this is just not cutting the way I want it to, and it's making me mad. Anyway, I was saying, as a mom who works full-time, you know, as a wife, I always have a lot going on and a lot to do, and I would beat myself up because I was not getting everything that I thought I should and could get done. And I realized that it was ridiculous and an unrealistic expectation. And so God revealed, I kind of feel like God normally like reveals whatever this word should be for me for the year. And so the word that he revealed to me last year to be my word for the year was grace. Give yourself grace. And so that is what I did. And I found that that really worked for me in 2023. So I'm going to carry that over because like all of those responsibilities that I listed and things that I have going on, they're still there. And so I do still need to remember that if I don't get every single thing done on my to-do list, if I didn't get to, I don't know, put up the folded clothes that my husband folded that day or whatever other random thing was on my list. It is okay. It's okay. So with that being said, the word that it was revealed that should be for me this year is consistency. So that is something that I struggled with in 2023. So this is the Scarecrow sample from the Pharmacist's Daughter that I'm chopping. That is something that I struggled with in 2023, especially like as it pertained to, like, say for example, my health goals and like where I wanted to be health-wise, fitness-wise, weight loss, I just kind of would start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And I just never really got where I feel like I should have and could have been because I was not consistent. And so I really feel like no matter what it is that I am trying to accomplish this year, like literally no matter what it is, if I remain consistent, I will reach my goals. So that means like whatever I want to do workout wise, whatever it is that I want to do, like as far as my channel and putting out content, like the biggest thing for me is going to be, see, sometimes that's the only thing. See, this is why sometimes I'm always like, I don't know about chopping ahead of time. I know some people say that like for them it helps, but I feel like getting stuff back in the container is always a thing. Okay, so that's back in. It's just messy. So anyway, that is my goal for this year, to be consistent in all things. And I know that consistency helps to build habits. And so that is what we are going for. I should have gotten a wipe or something for my little wax blade, but we're just going to keep on pushing. And at some point, maybe I'll break and do that. Anyway, on to, so with that being said, as far as being consistent, right? There are some goals that I do have for myself health-wise that I'm not necessarily going to share, but I do know that being consistent will definitely help with those things. And then also, I have goals like for my channel, and my goals aren't necessarily, okay, that cut pretty good. My goals aren't necessarily like to reach a certain number of subscribers or that sort of thing, but my goals are really to be consistent with putting out my videos, which I have been pretty good with that because it's a creative outlet for me. It's something that I enjoy doing. And then also the next thing is that I want to make sure that my channel does not become as haul heavy as it had been, because right, I'm going to be slowing down on my wax purchases. And so I kind of want to share like other things with you. Like I want to continue to do vlogs. Like I've really enjoyed those. You guys seem to have really enjoyed that content, so that also makes me happy. So I want to like continue doing okay. I want to continue doing like those sorts of videos. I really want to also do a better job of actually sharing like the self-care products and things that I enjoy. I did not do a good job of that in 2023. I kind of started a little bit towards the end of 2023. Like I shared my tree hut collection with you all. And so there's like more for me to share as far as that goes. And so, okay, there we go. Chop. This is like the most butchered chop. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like, do y'all see? Let me see if I can get it to focus. Look at how I butchered this poor souffle. I mean, it don't matter. Still, it's easier with softer wax. But anyway, so those are like some of the things like channel-wise that I want to do. I mean, obviously, you know, of course I want to continue to grow. But really, like my biggest thing is like just to continue to connect with people in the wax and self-care community. Like it's been so fun. It's been such a joy. Like everyone has been so welcoming because I really just kind of got into this whole wax thing around like August. Well, July I think was when I placed like my first, or maybe June was when I placed like my first Scentsy order. And then I think I started with vendor wax like shortly after in July. And so you know, everyone has been so welcoming. So I just want to continue to like connect with everyone and put out content that I enjoy and that hopefully you all also enjoy. And I came to realize that it does not have to be a haul. Like, I don't have to have a haul just to have content. And so that is what we are going to be striving for in 2024. So, you know, kind of as I think of things or decide to put out stuff, it might be a bit, I don't want to say sporadic, not sporadic, that's not the word, but I don't even know if random is the word, but just kind of like I said, you know, more vlogs, more chit chat videos about whatever comes to mind as it relates to wax and, you know, whatever. And so, yeah, we're going to continue doing that, and I am excited about it. So now that we've talked about that, let's move on to, oh, I don't necessarily need that. Do I? No, I don't. Okay. So the next thing that I want to continue to hone in on, I guess is the word. I don't necessarily want to say figure out. Well, yeah, figure out. Because some of it I'm kind of starting to figure out, but I still have a ways to go. And that will only happen as I continue to melt things. But I want to figure out, like, do I want to purchase from all of the vendors that I purchased from in 2023? Like, do I want to purchase from those vendors in 2024? Like, I purchased from probably at least, let me see. I'm just trying to go by my drawers. So I have Sassy Girl, I have The Pharmacist's Daughter, I have Second and Spruce, I have Harper James, I have Lavender and Speckles, Knowles Farm Scents, that's 6. Hold on, let me go to my other drawer. Scoopable Wax, L3, Dessa's, I know there's at least Swanky, Britta's, Teddy B, Salt Mountain Melts. Like, it's a lot of vendors that I purchased from. And so I am trying to figure out, like, are all of these vendors, like, do I love their products enough to where, like, I want to purchase from them on a regular basis, right? So that doesn't mean that I won't ever purchase from them again, but like, are every one of these vendors that I purchased from the vendors that worked so well for me personally in my home that when they have a pre-order, like, I am there. Like, it's just something that I don't miss. I don't want to not, you know, have their wax on hand. Or will I be okay if I run out and then decide, okay, maybe I'll pick up some now because I feel like it or I'm interested in these particular scents. So that is one of the things that I'm trying to figure out. And that goes hand in hand with identifying my top 5 vendors, right? So I have a pretty good idea. No, I know what my top 3 are. Like, I absolutely know what my top 3 are. And I even have one that I consider to be an honorable mention that I have not, oh, hold on, sorry. Chopping, yeah, there we go. I have one that would be an oh, man. You know, sometimes when you cut into like the wax and you really get that scent, oh, that smells good. Anyway, so I have some that would be like an honorable mention, but I want to figure out what those other 2 vendors are, right? And I kind of have an idea, but I gotta like warm a couple of more things like to really figure that out. So, and I feel like I don't necessarily want to say like it's going to be a surprise, but I know like from watching other people's like top 5 vendors, like I thought, right, that mine were going to be like the same, and some of them aren't. Like, there are some vendors I know other people enjoy, and I'm like, they perform for me, but just not like at the level that I would like. But the vendors that I have found and just love and adore, like that, those are the people that I know for a fact I will be purchasing from in 2024, right? So I kind of want to finish narrowing down like that top 5 and my honorable mention. And I can tell you who my honorable mention is, and that's just because cure time, you know, I'm kind of trying to follow the longer cure time thing, and maybe I shouldn't, but, and that's Teddy B's, right? But Teddy B's is one that, excuse me, I'm going to order from because she has 3 pre-orders a year. So, you know, I mean, how could I not? So with that being said, right? Sorry. Some of this is like I can't cut it and talk at the same time, huh? Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, is that? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So with that being said, like I was saying, I want to kind of figure out who my top 5 vendors are. I have a pretty good idea of, hold on, sorry y'all, I'm trying to get this to, there we go. I wanted it to turn and go back in. All right. So I'm trying to figure out who those are. And then also, I also want to kind of figure out, and I'm doing a better job at that, right? Like, what scents do I have in my collection, even from like my top vendors, right? That I enjoy, but don't have to repurchase, versus scents that I love and I will absolutely purchase more of. So those are the types of things that I am working on identifying for 2024. Hopefully by February, I will be able to do my top 5 vendors video. I think the only thing that's kind of holding me back is like being able to talk about like my top scents from these vendors. That's the only thing that I can't really like speak to yet, because I haven't used, you know, most of these vendors, or I shouldn't say I haven't used, but it's not like I have like fall, summer, spring, winter scents from, you know, like I just started ordering in August. But I mean, I guess maybe I could do like the one scent. Oh, sorry, this that I'm getting ready to cut. I just finished cutting up beignets and milk from Salt Mountain Melts. And I'll just show you kind of how that looked cut up. See, so I got my little triangles there for that. That's a tub. I'm getting ready to cut up teddy bear biscuits from Teddy Bees. And I kind of tend to put everything back in the whatever it's in, just to kind of keep it together and less messy until I'm ready to melt it. So next thing I want to talk about is holding myself accountable in 2024 with my orders. Like, y'all, I went hog wild in 2023. I did. I went from having no wax to drawers and drawers full. Now, I did stop myself before I ran out of room. Like, when I was like, okay, like, room is running low, I did definitely decide to like slow down and get it together. Oh, sorry about that. I did decide to like, sorry, slow down and get it together. But, oh, I don't, did I mean to cut it this way? Sure. Okay. But I just want to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Accountable, self-conscious of like what I am ordering and like why. Like, do I have 3 scents like this? Do I need a 4th one? Like, I don't have to try everybody's strawberry pound cake, you know, like that sort of thing. So that is something that, oh, okay. This is layered, so it's like coming apart a little bit, but whatever. So that is something that I do want to do. I want to be more like accountable slash conscientious of what I am ordering and like why. Because do I need 50,000 say cents of some version of cinnamon sugar donuts? No. So, and I also want to make sure that I am now that I'm kind of getting a better idea, like ordering things that I do know that I will genuinely love and enjoy. So that is one of the things that I want to do. Oh, okay. So with that being said, let's talk about my goal as far as like when I want to bring more wax into my collection. So there's Scentsy, and I know like, so when I say like when I'm trying to not bring wax into my collection, like until this date, that excludes Scentsy for the simple fact that Bring Back My Bar does happen in January, and I am participating in Bring Back My Bar. Like, I'm not missing it because it's literally only for a month, and this is the first like Bring Back My Bar that I really could actually participate in, and I'm excited about it. So there's that. But my goal is to not really bring in wax until March/April. So that doesn't mean that I can't. Oh, that smells so good. This is icing on the cake from Southbound Candle. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be hard to cut and will probably be a hot mess because I'm not heating it. And I know for a fact that Southbound's wax is pretty hard, but whatever. Oh, that smells so good. Oof. Okay, put it all in my mouth. So, okay. With that being said, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go try to microwave this just for like 10 or 15 seconds. And I will be back because I think this is gonna be a little too hard for me to try to get through. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I popped this in the microwave for, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, power 50, just to make it a little bit, yeah. And that made all the difference. So for anybody who's, now granted, this is a tough wax to cut. But I already knew that about Southbound. They definitely have a really firm wax, and you know, just kind of is what it is. All right. So I was saying, about my plans to not bring in any wax until March/April. Now that does not mean that I won't be participating in pre-orders until then. It just means that I would like that whatever I order to actually not be here until March. Oh Lord. Well, this is gonna be a hot crumbly mess, but that's okay. And honestly, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Can I? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And whatever else I need to chop at that time, I'll do them. Anyway, so with that being said, let's talk about my first quarter pre-order plans, right? So we already talked about the fact that I participated in and ordered the Scentsy Bring Back My Bars. So those are coming. And the Mardi Gras collection because I'm from Louisiana. So of course I'm not missing out on that. So then after that, Teddy Bees. I know Teddy Bees normally has a pre-order like at the end of January. I will be participating in that pre-order because I know, I researched it. Like I went back and looked last year and I think like her pre-order was like around the 30th of January and stuff didn't ship until almost April, which would be absolutely perfect. So, and there's still so many scents from Teddy Bees that I have not gotten to try specifically, like her spring/summer scents that I'm really excited about trying from her. So I will be participating in that pre-order. That is the only pre-order that I'm planning to participate in January. I know Lavender and Speckles is having one and I'm very, very tempted, but I'm going to wait, one, because there's a scent that she's bringing back in February that I am definitely interested in purchasing from, which is the Pumpkin Gingerbread French Toast scent. But I also may just wait only because I guess my thought process is, do I need a Pumpkin Gingerbread French Toast scent like right now when I could probably just get it in like, I don't know, July sometime maybe. But like I said, it kind of depends on the like the rest of the scent list, and if I'm kind of like, do I want to or do I not? And the reason I may hold off is because okay, sorry. All right, anyway, the reason I may not is because I know there are 2 other pre-orders for sure that I want to order from. And the thing that I do know about Lavender and Speckles is that right now she's doing like a monthly pre-order, basically, like where the turnaround will be every 4 weeks or so. And so even if I don't order in February, I'm okay, because I know in April she's having a zucchini bread sampler and I'm definitely ordering from the April pre-order. And I also may just order from the March pre-order if I don't order from the February pre-order. But I mean, her drawer is full, so I'm okay if I miss that one. Right now I'm getting ready to chop Ozzy Osbourne from Second and Spruce. So, it smells really good. Okay, so I talked about who I'm planning on ordering from in January. February, I think I already said, right? Knowles Farm Scents, for sure, because his last pre-order was in November. I participated, and I'm participating in that one for sure. I don't plan on getting any loaves of anything unless his sugar cookie dough bread is available for purchase in a loaf. I will absolutely purchase that scent in a loaf because I love it that much. So, or I guess I could do like 2 of the mini chunk bags. Anyway, I'm definitely, Sorry, I got alarms going off on my phone. I'm definitely participating in the Knowles Farm Scents pre-order. When he said it was going to be around February, I was like, okay, I'm there. Top vendor for me. So definitely participating in his pre-order. And then I just saw, was it today? I think I just saw today that Erica from Second and Spruce mentioned that she will be having a pre-order in February, and I'm hoping and thinking that it will probably be a like spring summer kind of pre-order. So, and I've heard her scents are fabulous, so I'm going to participate in that one as well. And I've been doing a pretty good job of using up things from both vendors, so I feel comfortable with participating in their pre-orders in February. The reason I may hold off on Beth's is because my lavender and speckles drawer is ridiculous. Like the pre-order for, I ordered so much. And so I'm okay if I miss January and February and don't get anything until March and April, because the scents that I order from her, I have like spring, summer, like I have enough to like get me through. So this is Ozzy Parsborn all cut up. Oh, and this is icing on the cake all chopped up. Let me see if you can see how it looks all chopped up in there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and I'm gonna let this, I popped this Teddy B sugar cookie in the freezer and I forgot it in there. So it's still a little cold, so I'm hesitant to cut it right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this vintage chic scents in Sweet Pumpkin Bakery. Is there anyone else that I'm planning on participating in? Those are like the three. Oh, I am curious to see what Salt Mountain Melt's pre-order looks like in February. I may also participate in her pre-order. Ooh, vintage chic scents waxes. Okay, no, it cuts pretty good. I'm also interested in seeing like what scents will be on her pre-order. So it's kind of to be determined if I place an order from her. If I do, I'm thinking I might just stick with souffles. I don't think that that's, you know, like I like tubs, but again, tubs take up a lot of space, and until I figure out like what scents I must have, like a souffle I can still get like 2 warms out of. I mean, that's good. So I'm thinking for Salt Mountain Melts, if I do it, it will be souffles only, and it may also be the same thing for Teddy B's. Just to pick, because Teddy B's scent list is normally like pretty amazing and long, and my goal is to try to be able to try as much as possible, right? While staying within a reasonable budget. So we will see. And now there's a scent that I just know that I'm gonna love. Like her Witches Be Crazy scents do really well for me and I love them. That could be tub worthy, but we will see. I don't think I'm planning on ordering any more lows from Teddy B's anytime soon either. So with that being said, that's it. Okay, sorry. I thought that my I have my phone set because the camera that I have will cut off every like 30 minutes. And I was trying to prevent that, but since I actually stopped to go heat some wax, I didn't have to worry about that. Anyway, so pre-orders, Teddy B's, Knowles Farm Scents, Second and Spruce. Those 3 I'm definitely doing for sure between January and February. Salt Mountain Melts is a maybe, just depends on what the pre-order list looks like and also how what I have performs for me. And then Lavender and Speckles may not be purchasing from until March, and I'm okay with that. Definitely in April, because there will be a zucchini bread sampler, Beth has already said. So I'm trying to think. We talked about that, not bringing any wax. Okay, the other thing wax wise that I do want to do, y'all, is be a little bit more adventurous with my scents. Like when I look at some of the things that I ordered, especially when I first started, I literally did not stray from my comfort zone at all. Like, I mean, the little bit that I did stray was literally because of things that like Summer sent me, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really nice. I would have never tried it, right? So I do want to get a little bit more out of my comfort zone. Does that mean I'm going to order like petrichor? Probably not. But I would like to try like salty sea air, sounds intriguing to me. Some more like fruity floral type blends. Like I like florals if they're done right with fruity scents. Just like some things that maybe I wouldn't have tried before. I would like to, what did I do with my, oh, here it is, my paper towel, sorry. So I do want to be a little bit more adventurous with my scents. I'm kind of excited about that. And so, is there anything else on this list to talk about? Oh, we'll do this while we're working on this last thing. I'm gonna chop some of this loaf of Snow Angels from Swanky. And this has really gotten strong since it had time to cure, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, so new vendors that I want to try. I'm gonna be honest, it's not a ton of new vendors. Like, oh, that smells so good. It's not a ton of new vendors that, and let me show you, like her loaves are always so pretty. Let me see if it's gonna, come on, come on. There we go. See how pretty that is? And as a side note, I have a pre-order coming from Swanky because I placed this order before I decided that I'd lost my mind. And I think I have like 3 or 4 loaves coming. So I got to get to using some of this Swanky and figure out like how it works for me. So I'm looking because my dog is up walking around. Anyway, so I think I'll go ahead and chop the rest of this. Oh, new vendors. That's what we're talking about, right? So new vendors that I want to try this year for sure. It's really only 2. And that's just kind of based on like the fact that I have had a chance to try scents from them. Thanks to Summer and Mila. And those vendors are That Smell Good Shop and Up the Creek Scents. Like those are the only 2 new vendors that I can think of that I am absolutely for sure interested in trying. I'm not necessarily trying to like try a whole ton. You know, I mean, I just want to be realistic because if I have my top vendors that I love and I want to order things from, I want to make sure that I can do that. So those are really the only 2 like quote unquote new vendors that I'm interested in trying. Oh, and maybe Kay's at some point because I have not tried Kay's. So her as well. But other than that, I don't have a ton of new vendors that I am like looking to try. And I'm okay with that, you know? Like I tried a ton in, uh-oh, sorry y'all. There we go. Woo, chopping wax is hard work. I tried a ton of new vendors, all new to me vendors in 2023, right? So I did a ton of trying. And so I am okay with not necessarily trying anybody new or not trying a ton of new people unless, you know, it's something that like the wax community is going nuts behind them and is talking about how amazing they are, then maybe. But I don't think I want to cut this in half. I think this is good. All right, so I finished chopping up this loaf and I'm gonna see if I can get him to squish back in this pan. Yes, the way I believe that he can. All right, see, we got it all nice and cut up. We're gonna put it in the bag. Where's the bag? Here's the bag, okay. And so that, I think that's it. Yep. All right, so that is it. We chopped a good bit. I mean, there's still 2 loaves that I did not get to, and that's okay. Because we did enough talking and chatting. So I am curious, like, what are your, you know, are there any goals that you would like to share that you have for 2024? Does not have to be wax related, you know, wax related or not. Are there any goals, like things that you want to achieve? Are there any things wax related that you want to do differently this year? Are you going to be buying less, or are you going to be buying all the things because you enjoy it? You know, like I am so curious and I would love to know. So let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you enjoy this type of content and you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would choose to join us and by subscribing. So I will see you all in the next video. I am all talked out and I'm tired. So I'll see you guys next time. And again, Happy New Year. Bye.